Hi, I'm Omar, a father and filmmaker. And this is my wife, Abigail. Say hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy.
And our son, Owen. Give the camera a kiss. Anybody would love the chance to travel the planet. But are you adventurous enough to bring a toddler?
Are you tired?
Follow us as we eat,
Escargot, snails. Owen's gonna eat it!
as we drink,
Good tea.
Cheers.
and explore the world. Toddled. Owen and I are on a layover in London. The plan is to meet up with his mother Abigail in Madrid and head to Morocco, where I grew up. And this is a perfect place to get toddled.
All right, we're traveling here with this little guy. iPads are a savior on any plane trip. That is my number one thing on a plane trip.
Okay, we just got on the plane. I'm gonna take this little 1.5-year-old all the way to Morocco, where I grew up for a little while. And we're doing pretty good. We have our own aisle. So, we're hanging. Right, Owen? Get up. What are you doing? What are you doing? We're here. We're in Spain. Okay, we're gonna go. We're in Madrid airport, Owen. See? All right, we're headed to Mama. And then we're gonna go from Spain to Morocco. We all meet up in Madrid, watch some soccer, see some statues, hang with a street musician, and then prepare to get this toddler on a plane to North Africa. So, we're leaving Madrid. It was great. We had fun. It's a little stressful. Anyway, we're off to Rabat, Morocco, where I grew up, and find the house there. See you in a bit. So currently, we're getting toddled right there. That's how you get toddled. That little dude right there. They have, oh! Look! What happened? That's toddled. Yeah, you can get up. There you go. So, made it on the plane. It was a nightmare. But we're gonna make it to Rabat, Morocco, and hopefully things get better. Owen is asleep. So that's probably the best thing that's happened all day. Just because it's a lot easier to travel on a plane with a sleeping child. After getting toddled on the airplane, there was still a huge line at customs, and everyone was worn out. But we were glad to be on the ground, especially Abigail. Here we go, we've arrived in Rabat, Morocco, and we're gonna go check out and see if we can get a cab. I would say definitely use ATMs. They're the best way to travel. They have the best exchange rate. And we're gonna try and find a cab later. Made it in the cab. Trying to get Owen strapped in, it's a little tough. But we're gonna make it through. We're already in Morocco. We're here in Rabat. We're at the Hotel Tour Hassan. And wow, this thing is dank. Sometimes you need to get a nice hotel. That's another recommendation. If you're gonna go like on the cheaper scale, you need to also have something that's pretty nice so that you can kind of reset and then you can go to other parts and check in. So we're gonna go to a place called the Magic Chicken, or La Coque Magique, and it's supposed to be clean and good for families. All right, give the camera a kiss. Nice. Say hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mommy.
All right, guys, we're about to head to La Coque Magique in Rabat. This is gonna be our first meal here. It's nice and recommended by the front desk, which is always a good way to get some information about the local area. Say salam.
Say salam. No, he's barely mastered the hi.
Getting seated outside is always a good way to go, especially with one of those dudes. We're gonna order some food out here. It looks nice, and get acclimated. All right, check out this bread. Hey, Owen, grab one of these breads. You want some? No. We're gonna order some grilled foods, brochettes. Sounds good. This is a great place to eat, by the way. Morocco has some serious cuisine. So I grew up in Rabat for like 2 years, and tomorrow we're gonna go find the home I grew up in with directions that are basically the memory of my parents. They just wrote down, take a left, take a right,
And then we're gonna take our little toddler to go check out when I was a little toddler and where I lived. All right, hashtag toddled, hashtag toddled travelers, hashtag traveling with a toddler. Traveling with a toddler can have lots of love.
No.
Or licks. Or time to go to bed.
After this tired toddler got a good night's sleep, Owen and I went out to pick up some breakfast. But we ended up coming back with something completely different.
So one of my number one tips about traveling with a child is go. Just get out there. You gotta research it a little bit, but sometimes you never know what's gonna happen. And you run into the most interesting things when you don't even know what you're getting yourself into. Right now we're in the Tea Medina in Rabat, Morocco. And I got Owen on my shoulders. It seems to be some sort of national gathering here. Everybody's here. There's sort of an undertone of a half Berber, half Arab country. And it's involved in the politics. And now basically everybody's demonstrating to take part of the Sahara back that they consider theirs. It's a special, almost like holiday that's everybody's gathering in Rabat. And Owen's checking it out. Watch.
After getting out there and exploring, sometimes it's good to take a break with your toddler and utilize your own hotel's facilities.
Some of the best places to visit with your toddler are the gardens of any place you go. They can find water. What's that? Run around, have some open spaces. Come on, buddy. That's how you hang with kids. Come on. So every once in a while, you gotta let the kids carry the luggage. They wanna be part of everything. That's definitely a tip. Give them something to do. Yeah, if the kids carry their own luggage, it's a lot easier. Come on. Boink. All right, we're gonna leave La Tour Hassan in Rabat, and we're gonna go explore a little. So we're off to see the house I grew up in with Owen, Mr. Toddler. I was around his age, a little older. We're supposed to go down here and make a left, and it's kind of like behind this building. But I'm gonna look at my dad's really long directions and see if we can get us there. All right, here we go. We're following my dad's direction. Patrice Lumumba Avenue, basically. And we're gonna make a left down here at a circle. Everybody's been real cool. We're also part of a major demonstration, a peaceful one, on the unity of Morocco. Definitely bring a stroller. It helps a lot. All right, Owen, you get to come out. Mama is always the best thing ever. When in Morocco, do as the Moroccans do. All right, sometimes you gotta let them walk. Okay, well, we've been searching for the house I grew up in when I was about 3 years old in Rabat, Morocco. We're on the street and we got led by a really nice man here because we would have never found it. So one big tip when traveling, just ask, and maybe, just maybe, somebody will lead you there. So this may be the house I grew up in. I can't really tell, but it just reminds me of it. It's got a big wall around it, but I definitely remember a large entrance. It's the only French style villa. Abigail's over there, and you know, adventure continues.
A grand way to drive from Rabat to Marrakech is to get a private taxi. They're a nice ride and especially helpful when traveling with a testy toddler.
Hi, Owen. You back there? We're taking a car ride all the way from Rabat to Marrakech. Yeah, we got our own driver with an awesome car. We got a bus backing up towards us. But this is another way to travel in Morocco, is get your own grand taxi.
Yeah, if he screams, he's only bothering us.
That's right. So tip in Morocco, get a grand taxi if you can. Seems like it's a good idea. Is that how we act? Is that how you're talking? Are you tired? You're very tired, huh?
Some days are easier than others.
That's right. For some hours. Wow. The music helped. It's a little bit of a harsh ride there. The little guy was screaming his lungs off. Nothing worked. iPad didn't work. Little lollipops didn't work. Couldn't get to mommy. You know it works. You have to just bear with it. But we're gonna arrive in, try and get to our hotel, and have a good time. Thank you so much. Bye. We're going.
You checked okay in there?
Yes, I checked every single thing. This is how we're getting to our hotel. Yeah.
Sometimes getting there with a toddler is the adventure. So getting some rest at the riad or hotel is a great way to recharge your batteries.
All right, day 2 in Marrakech. We only got in last night. Ate dinner in our room. It was really good, really expensive. So it's time to get out and about in the Medina. Okay, we're walking through the Medina and we're gonna go explore this maze wonder world. Bicycles, motorcycles, cars, people, everything you can imagine flying around. And then Owen and his little soccer ball. It's okay. When you're in a crazy place, it's really tight, you don't know where you're going, it's like a maze in the middle of Africa. Take photographic breadcrumbs, as my wife Abigail has come up with, and I take pictures of the places we've left and come and the names of the stores around it and some sort of locale so that you can kind of make your way back. But I'm sure if you're really nice and you ask, somebody will help you. That's how you get around in these very tight spots like a souk in the middle of Marrakech.
The Medina is full of magic and wonder, and traveling with your toddler is one of the best ways to meet interesting people along the way.
We just met a really cool guy, and he sold us a magic box, and he lathes the wood with his toes.
This will make one king for chess.
Okay.
Yeah, have a king for chess.
And he made a piece for Owen that was for good luck.
For good luck, inshallah.
Look at that. For you.
Necklace.
He's gonna show us the magic box.
All right. This is a magic box. Abracadabra, up, hey.
Wow.
This is a lovely wood. And the wood is a lemon, celery, and juniper.
Wow. And your family makes this?
This is a 4th generation family shop here.
And what is your name?
Abdul.
Abdul? Omar.
Abdul. Omar.
And that's Owen.
All right, good.
Thank you very much. You were very nice.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you
Toddler's
just want to
getting a
be...
little tired.
You
If we
carry
just
them
pick
on
him up and carry him. Oh, he's getting tired. So this is where you take a break with your kid. Go have a tea. Just go and relax. Don't push it too far. You can always go do it again. Another good thing to do, find a restaurant with shade, get some water. Cheers! Cheers!
Cheers. Cheers. Sit down before you think you're hungry.
You don't even
You're
always know
definitely
you're hungry, huh?
And he is too.
So it's kind of controversial. Do you give your kid the iPad or do you not? I say give them the iPad. The happier you are, the happier your kids are, and then you can go out and do stuff and you're not going to complain about it because it's going to be so hard to go do it. Are they going to want iPads? Well, are we on our phone? Are we on our iPad? Yes. So they're going to copy us. That's why they do this. The good team. Watch this. Experts. Inshallah.
You tired, guy? We're in the souk, but it's gonna get crazy later. We're gonna go on a street food tour with Owen. That's the picture I took. Perfect. So our photographic breadcrumbs is starting to work here. We're able to recognize kind of where we were coming from with a little help from others. And now we're gonna head back to the Riad or hotel. It's a good respite from the crazy Medina. And then you can go get back out there and enjoy life. But you gotta get some rest too. Hi, kitty.
So one of my favorite things to do is go pack. Like they're like, oh, don't wear your backpack on your back. So I just pack it with diapers and all sorts of like baby wipes and things. So if you bust into my backpack, that's all you're gonna end up with.
Freaking diaper.
All right, let's go.
You ready to go, Owen? Are you hungry? All right, let's get out of here, right? Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a lovely time.
Oh, he says bye-bye. What are we off to?
Street food tour.
Street food tour? That sounds awesome. Mr. Toddle. Thank you. Shukran.
Enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
We'll see you in a few.
We're gonna have fun on this street food tour.
You have your backpack?
Thank you.
Watch out for those motorcycles or whatever's coming by. That's the number one key.
Let's go.
This is gonna be awesome, man. We're about to go see what all the street food through the Medina is gonna feel like, taste like, look like. Abigail loves all sorts of weird stuff. And Owen eats almost anything, so let's see what happens on this street food tour. It's gonna be, hello! Yeah!
Which way do we go in the maze?
Right?
That's the square, so you're fine.
This is a different way than we came this morning.
Well, you might be right.
Can you take this?
I'll do that. Wow. That just came at me. Yeah. What happened?
There must have been a snake.
Yeah, it's coming.
All right, find the post office.
Okay, so we found Post Morocco, and we're gonna go have our food stand tour.
It will be like 3 to 4 hours, more or less. Of course, starting from the square, we'll be trying a drink of hot spices, something just to start you, to get you in the mood actually. And then stop for snails. Then a good stop, a good food stop, will be to try angia, cooked in a jar, and then a mishwi, which is a roasted lamb. And then this will be sheep's head.
Sheep's head. Abigail wants that.
Couple of stops, and then try as well a sandwich of minced sardines. You eat it, it doesn't taste fish.
It's good.
Yeah.
We're all good.
So we go now.
You want to push it, Owen?
Okay.
She's adventurous. She likes
Yeah, she
all
will try
sorts.
the sheep's head.
Oh,
she will
yes,
try
yes,
the
yes.
snails.
And he likes it too.
And maybe as well, if somebody wants to try that, we'll stop for a split.
Spleen.
Stuffed split.
Yeah, stuff.
Yeah.
We're on the food tour in the souk. Hashtag Toddled. It's gonna be interesting.
Hi, Owen. Hi, Owen.
You want to try some? Hot. Hot. So we have this awesome backpack that has a little connector. We can keep them with us in the souk. Yeah, I'll be in the moment. I'll be in the moment. That's another thing. Don't film all the time. Here we are. We're at the escargot, snails. You gotta try everything, guys.
Yeah, with one hand you can take the snail.
You want one? You try it. He's eating a snail.
Nope. No, he's not.
Is he spitting it on my head?
Yep.
Look at this. It's gonna eat it. Chew it, chew it, chew it. Yeah, he's his mama's son. She likes everything. Good job, Owen. Owen is definitely eating snails. Check this out. He is taking it out of the snail. And then he's pulling it out. And he's eating them. I guess kids like snails until they realize that they're snails. But this is awesome. We're having a really great food tour already. And he's having a really good time. Okay, we're on to our next destination. Let's see what happens. We have no clue.
You did tell me that you stepped on the snake on a snake.
So you almost stepped on a snake back there? Wow. Growing up, Owen. Toddled in Marrakech.
Tête de mouton. How would you find this place?
We would never find this place unless we asked this guy or came on a food tour. Awesome.
So you can wash your hands, sanitize as you wish. Actually, we'll do it the Moroccan way. So there used to be all around these areas markets, food markets, like produce and all. This is less and less activities like this, which disappeared because of the invasion, like souvenir shops, artisan shops, which used to be inside in the soup.
Is that good, Owen? Here comes the head.
How do you
smiling.
eat that? Oh, it is smiling.
Where's he smiling? Right here?
Okay, we're taking the skin off to get to the meat, and this is the eyeball actually here.
That's the eyeball.
Yeah, that's my dad's favorite part.
Sometimes it comes easily off.
It really does.
Digging into some sheep's head. I'm gonna go right for the eyeballs.
You're going for the eyeball?
I don't know. Why not? A little bit of
Should we
cheek.
put it in the salt?
Yeah, you can have some salt. There we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Sheep's head. Oh, and you want a little sheep's head? There he goes.
Yeah, because that should be your main concern today.
How you doing, Owen? You eat a lot of stuff in this food tour?
Here is the sandwich of minced sardines. They come with this sauce with onions and olives.
A little bit of a grilled sandwich. So, we just ate sardine sandwiches. We had sheep's head, sheep's eyeballs. Owen ate a little bit of almost everything. And now he's saying hi to the little guy right there. You know, bringing a toddler, even in the night, you can do it. You just have to work with it. So, let's see what happens next. I think we're gonna have a spleen sandwich. How'd they give you the donut? Wow, that's awesome. So I think Owen's pooping right now. He's pooping in my arms. But you know what? Just keep on going. He might be farting, he might be pooping, he might be doing anything.
Barter system will still work.
So our tour guide loves our stroller. And he said our stroller makes him want to have another kid. And he actually didn't want to give the stroller up because it's such a good one.
Look at it how it comes.
What are we about to eat?
Spleen. Tehan, tehan.
Tehad.
Tehan.
Shukran. Okay. Here we go.
It's good.
Gut? Hey, Owen, you want a little bit of spleen? Mmm. Spleen. Actually, it's really good. It doesn't taste like it sounds.
After wrapping up the street food tour, it was time to say goodbye. Boy, do you have to pack a lot when you have a toddler. But in the end, it's all worth it.
All right, we're gonna leave this Riyadh. It's been awesome in Morocco. Spain was cool. And now we're off to England and then back home. Was that a good trip, Owen? Here we go, we're headed to the airport in Marrakech. I have iPad. And then we're gonna head home. Right, Owen? We're gonna get on an airplane, go home, okay? All right, we're about to take off, head home. Owen's sitting on Mama, and we're gonna head back to DC. Waking up, we're almost there, we're almost home. All right. So we've been toddled in Spain, we've been toddled in Morocco, and now we're toddled in Washington, DC. It's exhausting, we're really tired, but we had a great, great time. There's a lot of stories to be told. Next time on Toddled.